Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for some days now, and a lot of reactions have been trading his detention or his rearrest in DSS in Nigeria. And some persons have been for, some has been against, some persons have been saying, "Oh, I didn't know he has been standing for this. I didn't know that his rhetorics have not been these." But right now, a cleric have decided to talk about the future, what is in stock, and why the federal government should tread very carefully, and what Nigerians may stand to gain and lose in this process. But before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Where the senior pastor of Divine Mercy Church, Ola Tobiloba Peters, has prophesied that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will die in the custody of Nigerian Secret Police, that's Department of State Services (DSS). It's a prophecy. Let's continue. According to the pastor, who said this on Tuesday, IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra members, then declared war or chaos on the President Muhammad Buhari and the entire Nigeria to avenge his death. All this was a prophecy. He said it was revealed to him. Let us continue. The cleric, however, appealed to everyone to pray against this prophecy so that it may not come to pass, adding that Buhari, as the current president of Nigeria now, and the DSS should treat Kanu's matter with care and decorum. He warned that Kanu's matter could trigger the murder of all violence in Nigeria. Well, according to information, Peter said, "I see his followers declaring chaos on the president and Nigerians as vengeance. Nigeria is at a junction. I would advise those in power," I'm still quoting him now, "I would advise those in power to handle this case carefully because one misstep could trigger the murder of all violence in Nigeria. His group are seriously aggrieved and planning seriously. As a man of God, I say Kanu should be treated with care because I see he is currently fragile and his death could have serious repercussions. This government should take my words seriously because I see great danger ahead if things are not handled carefully." Prior to Kanu's rearrest, Peters had disclosed that the IPOB leader may not leave till the end of 2021. That is before he was even rearrested. He had actually, this same man of God had actually prophesied that he may not live till the end of 2021. Then, just recently, the lawyer, that's Ejiofor, the lead head of his defense counsel, has said his heart has enlarged by 13%, that he needs his medical team, he needs to see a medical doctor. But right now, this prophet is now prophesying that after the first prophecy, he's now saying they should be careful that he may not live to 2021. This is quite very dicey. Let us continue. Kanu, the leader of the pro Biafra secessionist group, that's IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, was abducted in Kenya and repatriated to Nigeria over a week now. Subsequently, he was arraigned before Justice Binta Nyako led Federal High Court last Tuesday. He is currently in the custody of the DSS after Nyako ruled that he should be kept with the secret police till July 26 for the next hearing on his case. This one is a prophecy, but you know what is catching my attention is the fact that before his rearrest, he made that prophecy the first time. I actually overlooked it the first time when he said that they should be careful that Nnamdi Kanu may not live till 2021, to the end of 2021. A lot of persons say, God forbid, Elohim is with him. A lot of persons wrote, God forbid, it cannot happen, that the Chukekikabiama is watching over him. A lot of things were said. It's okay to keep rejecting things, but it's always sweetest when you go, on your knees and pray, not just saying the words alone, but backing it up with heartfelt prayers. All right, that's not just for Mazinam. I'm not talking about Mazinam Khan now as the president. I'm talking about in generality of life. When issues of prophecies, negative prophecies are being issued, you don't just say, God forbid, to fair one. It goes beyond that. You got to add it, back it up with serious prayers so that you can take, change the hands of the patterns, the evil patterns that have been declared. This is the second time this same man of God is saying the same thing he said some weeks back. But of course, trust Nigerians, they have decided to react to this prophecy because it's very unique. This one here, I'm going to try and take a cross section of that. This one here is saying, God shows me he will come out stronger. Yes, this one has come with his own prophecy that, well, while you are seeing death, he is saying that he's going to be stronger. He's not going to just come out alive, but he's going to come out stronger and better. This one here is saying, if so, then Nigeria should prepare because they will respond forcefully and beyond their imagination. Nobody is praying for war. I, for one, I reject it. I pray against it every day of my life. We do not pray for it. If you have ever seen war, you will not pray for one. Let's sue for peace. There are always a way around this diplomatic dialogue. Look, let me just say this very quickly. Some of these big G8 countries you're seeing, big countries of the world, Sena claims, developed countries, if you hear what they have in their arsenal, it will shock your bone marrows. But yet they apply restraint. Because who can else help? Because you may think there's your adrenaline is flowing right now because you can't wait to start. But when it's that, this thing you're talking about is not a one day thing. It takes days. From hours it goes to days goes to weeks to months, sometimes years. You're already tired, you're fucked that your loved ones are nowhere to be found. You're just praying for it to just end. So why not just let's find a way around this? There's always diplomacy. How do these G8 people do it? How do the G8 countries do it? How do Senate claims? How do they find a way around it? Diplomatic relations are always there. Let's not look for the worst at the beginning. Let's look for the best, and keep the last, for the worst, not the worst at the beginning. The crisis management then is not properly done. And let's look at the next person. This person, shine your eyes to see good things, while bad things always. Okay, this is he will not. God show me he will come out. Okay, he will not. Okay, this one here is saying he will not because God showed me he will come out alive. I think that's about the same thing the other guy said. But in all, it's a prophecy. It requires prayers, just like every other thing in our lives. It requires prayers. Let's meet in that conversation, please.